and it's just some fun shit to do. Like it's like just I don't give a fuck, man. I mean, you do it,
Somewhere.
man.
Yeah, that's kind of where I'm at because we already do like the date nights and shit like that, where we go out and you know what I'm saying, just have time with each other outside of the kids and shit. But it'd definitely be nice to be able to take her somewhere and let her put her feet in the sand or in the water or some shit like that. Like I don't really do beaches, but I know she do. So
That's where it's at. Man.
Yeah, the beaches is where it's at, yo.
That's where it's at.
oh, that's how I'm gonna get my threesome off.
What?
I mean, hey.
Are we live?
Yes, we are.
All right.
Oh shit! What the fuck happened to that? Why does that look like that? Oh, that's your background. Never mind. Nah, this shit been lit though. We get there. Good evening, everybody.
Yo.
How y'all feeling? It's fucking
Good.
Saturday again. We got our guy back.
Phenomenal.
Open Shirt Daddy is fucking back.
Hey,
Yes,
fuck
he
you,
did.
Everett.
Fuck you too, Bobby.
And fuck you, Everett.
Fuck you too.
Did you happen to listen to the pod? How deep we got? Pause.
Yes, I did.
Open
I
shirt,
listened
bitch.
to it. I listened to it.
Oh, he decided to come to work tonight. Yeah.
Right.
Nah, I never been thrown up under the bus so many times for trying to enjoy life. I never knew it was a crime to,
Shit.
go enjoy life and experience some things. Apparently, you
It wasn't
niggas do
that.
not like that.
It was the fact that you tried to make it seem like you ain't know you was doing that shit.
Oh, I knew I was doing it just to address that.
I'll
The
just hit us
problem
with at the
is-
last minute. All right.
Let him defend himself.
Wait a minute. The problem is the way I timed it, I was supposed to be back, but at the last minute, I figured out that's not going to happen. So that's why y'all found out when y'all found out, because I was supposed to return Saturday morning.
Oh, so we
it
wasn't
didn't
even
work out
supposed
like
to know that you was leaving, is what you're saying.
It wasn't supposed to interfere with the pod schedule, is what I'm
I
saying.
had to text this nigga on Thursday, like, yo, can we get an outline? This nigga talking about, oh, nah, I'm out of the country.
I would have still provided it.
I believe you, too. I ain't even gonna hold you. I believe you.
But yeah, that's kind of how it was.
He left the country, Annie.
Yes, I left.
That nigga didn't leave the city. He left the country.
Yes, Montego Bay, wonderful Jamaica. Yes,
he was fucking lit, having the fucking best time of his life out there.
Yeah, you
That's
have
still
no
on Eastern
idea.
time, ain't it? That's still on Eastern Standard Time.
I don't know what time it is. It's different time though. That's all I know.
I knew I wasn't on Ohio time.
So when y'all called me, time difference, but I barely slept. So it's like,
oh, of course, you ain't supposed to sleep on vacation.
I just been going, and I'm sure I just got finished coming from something, and probably was
coming in
trying
something.
to chill, trying to go out to something.
I'm gonna let this shit slide. Let him defend himself.
Hey, you can think what you want. Trust me. I'm having the time of my life. I wasn't worried about the complaints or the gripes of domestic travelers.
Domestic travelers.
Just saying.
This nigga come back different, shooting shots.
I know, right?
I'm just saying. I listened to y'all get off for 3.5 hours. So
yeah, but most of that was a productive conversation.
I'll give it up. It was some of them things I wish I could have chimed in on. It was a great podcast. Other than repeatedly throwing me up under the bus and the fat bitches and
you deserve it, fat bitch.
Hey, get your shit together so you can be on the beach topless too, Bobby. That's all I'm saying.
Shit.
Get your shit together.
I ain't got to go on the beach.
Oh my god, he determined to take his stomach out.
I don't know why. Just
Bobby and his bad bitch era.
you have nothing to prove, sir.
Oh shit!
But y'all, it was a great show. Y'all did a great job.
Appreciate you.
Y'all held it down. Great topic.
Fat bitch, thanks.
Let's get into this fucking intro.
No problem. Sorry, I'm coming.
Normal Convos Pod.
Hellboy on the track.
My father is back. Medium shirt daddy. Beat your motherfucking ass in the Street Fighter. Put some money up.
That shit hard. I'm gonna have to redo our video, bro. We gotta do more than 30 seconds. Welcome to episode 105 of the Normal Convos Pod. I'm your host, Brandon, aka CEO of Bruce Tees, aka Soccer Father, is in full effect. Elijah had his first JV game today. We lost 2-1. But that one he scored. So it was still a good day.
Shout out to Lil E.
Facts. And I'm here with my guys. Of course, the open shirt daddy, fresh off of fucking vacay.
Absolutely. What's going on, people? It's your boy Everett, aka Sir Walker, aka apparently now the open shirt daddy. And yes, I embrace that shit all the way. I'm back. Sorry to leave y'all hanging, but you knew daddy was coming back.
AKA fat bitch. All right.
The graphic shirt God in this motherfucker.
Okay, act like, oh no, I ain't know I was doing that.
Bobby is now my number one hater.
No, facts.
Man.
Oh yeah, I'm definitely
How dare you go enjoy life? How dare you enjoy yourself?
No, how dare you go enjoy life and pretend like you ain't know you was about to go enjoy life until but no, it wasn't supposed to interfere. Anyway, this is Bobby, aka Aries of God, aka the graphic shirt God in this motherfucker, aka the Reverend God, aka God, aka Bobby Drake.
Motherfucking nice, man.
There we go, and that's it. That's all he's doing. That's all I'm doing.
Thanks. Well, shit, let's get into it. I did give Bobby a heads up before the pod.
About what?
I fell down a fucking rabbit hole this week while I was at work. I worked all week. I drove all week this week, right? So it wasn't a whole, but except for Monday when I did my amp show. But I drove all week, right? So I just fell down a rabbit hole like Wednesday at R&B, and I found some shit that I cannot understand, but it sounds good enough to where I added it to my playlist and it's going to be in rotation like on a regular basis. And I don't know nothing this nigga saying. I swear to God. Happy birthday, April.
Happy birthday.
2 o'clock in the morning.
I understood that.
C'est déjà le morning. J'ai encore trop piave la veille, arrête. Tu m'as dit arrête, c'est mort. Quand la vie se réveille, je m'endors. À croire que mon fuseau horaire c'était toi. 2 o'clock in the morning.
That shit crazy.
You notice how mans find the out of the country simp music?
Man.
The simpiest out of country music. It's cool. This shit. Tell me this shit don't sound like fire though. I don't know what he's saying, but this shit sound fire.
It don't even matter. It's hot.
And I'm gonna go right back with the next one.
Simp music.
I got like 5 songs off of this fucking album, bro. This shit fire.
He the new Bad Bunny?
Nah, he French.
Oh, damn. Oh, okay.
Jamais toi sans moi, jamais moi sans toi. Pourquoi je t'adore? Pourquoi on s'ignore? En 69, j'oublie tout. J'adore ce goût et quoi qu'il en coûte. Si on arrive au bout, on réglera tout. En 69, plus aucun. Et l'amour secret ne dit pas les faits.
You gonna learn how to speak French so you can understand what he's saying? You can see your wife.
I don't know if I'm gonna learn how to speak French, but I wish I knew how to speak French because that shit sounds amazing. I don't know what that nigga is saying.
It's fire. It's fire. Hey, Brandon, while I was gone, I came across a song I think you might like. I don't know if you heard it.
Okay.
I gotta. I'll get it and I'll send it to you.
Okay. I was about to say, do you know if it's when I fell down my rabbit hole, I realized how many niggas is signed to Rock Nation. There's a lot of these R&B niggas that signed to Rock Nation. A lot. But no, that was my question. If you knew if that nigga was signed to a major or something, or
I mean, is it like a label thing or is it like a management kind of thing?
It says exclusively licensed through Rock Nation on most of the people that I saw.
That sounds like label, like signed to.
Because everybody, like at this point in 2023, everybody got their own label, but they going through licensing rights for their shit to get out to where it need to get out to.
Okay.
So I know Maida put out a fire project a few weeks ago. Fabo, it's another nigga I heard the other day that was fire. He signed to Rock Nation. Like Rock Nation kind of doing a little bit of everything at this point. So
yeah.
I'm just mad I can't play it on the pod. And I think I found a workaround about playing music. So Evolution of the Sample might be making a comeback in the next few weeks, but we'll talk about that later. Oh shit. Where y'all want to start? Obviously, Everett's week was good. Bobby, how was your week?
How was my week, man? Shit, my week was long, man. It's just a lot of back and forth. I hate driving. Like I hate driving now. I just hate it. Like, nope, I don't want to drive nowhere. My personal car, nothing. I don't want to drive shit. I hate it. I hate it, and I hate people. Just fuck driving.
Well, if it makes you feel any better, our next in-person interview won't be for about a month. In 2 weeks, we will not be here, or Bobby and Everett will be doing this pod by themselves. I have a wedding to be at.
Told y'all it's always because of Brandon.
It is what it is. I can cancel this weekend too. We can just cancel.
But nah, I'll leave for 1 weekend. Oh, you fat bitch!
You gave us 2 days notice. I'm giving 2 weeks notice.
2 weeks, 2 days, no difference.
Nah, facts. Because niggas will fire you in 1 day, but expect you to give them 2 week notice. Fuck out of here, job.
Yeah.
Fuck out of here, job. The way I pay my bills, I ain't fucking with you niggas.
Right.
My week was pretty cool too. Like I said, I rabbit hole with music. I found some fire, bunch of fucking music didn't drop. Like, I know niggas was holding off in that like first and second quarter. This third quarter been heavy with music, bro. Heavy. Fucking Lil Wayne been going crazy. This nigga on every feature on everybody's song. I got a Trippie Redd song in my fucking in my playlist now, and it's fire.
I heard Love Letter to You 5 was
yeah. I'm Mad at Me. It's Trippie Redd and Wayne. That shit fire. And Trippie Redd is actually rapping on that motherfucker. ESTG dropped some shit. Dame Dollar dropped a new album. That Dame is all right.
El Toro.
Dame got some shit. He got a song with Wayne, and he let Wayne go first. And I know Dame ain't saying to nobody, so I'm gonna give y'all a little bit of this. Dame. I'm never letting Wayne go first though, ever. Wayne's not opening my song. You can close it. You're not opening my song, Wayne. Sorry.
Bitch, I'm the one. I take the jet to the west for a load and come back with a ton. Don't care what I spun. It come how it came like a boomerang. Yeah, and that boomerang rung. His tune is up. Watch face nasty as Freddy. The AP spaghetti, the road of the president. Diamonds don't strap.
You're not starting my shit like that, Wayne. No.
The face of the paddock, that gas 93, that's supreme. No, I let it move money, more problems, no lease on the rate. Fuck it, I'm balling 2-3 LBJ. I'm right here, I ain't hiding, no needle, no hate. Dripping this hard gonna make me dehydrate, get the back end, take it straight to the
I agree. Yeah. I agree. I gotta go first.
And that's
no way.
Dame Dollar song?
Yeah, Dame just put a whole album out, and like this might be I'm not super well versed in Dame shit, but I've listened to all of the albums. This is the one that I've enjoyed the most.
You should have played his verse. We know how Wayne gon'. We know Wayne gon' tear us. You know what I mean?
My brother to chill, we gon' take over Forbes in a minute. Just give it a minute. Double it down on that location. Yeah, I come. Bad bitch rolling up blunts. I pay her at once.
I hope, but I come from the streets. Dodie can get you a piece. She give me the cheeks. Come back to you with a lead. She iron my shit with a crease. Swear I'm a boss and I get it. You cut for my cloth, it's a given. Dipped in the sauce and get millions. I bought for my children. Know that it's all for my children until they close coffin and seal it. Yeah, Lambo with leather. Nigga, I'm kinda McGregor. Beat to the neck, I don't flock to no feather. Rolling no extra, but flooded my next one. Hop on the jet, get picked up in the Tesla. Bought it for fun, it's for flex on you niggas. Hoes on my line, how they Dallas and Texas. Torture these racks like Lex Luger the wrestler. Got on my quiz and Givenchy. Y'all know I drill like the Sonny. And I put that on my mommy. Straight from the town like
Hey, Dame Lillard is the only motherfucking basketball rapper that can actually rap, yo. Besides Shaq.
Iman can rap. Iman Shumpert can rap.
Really?
Yeah, Iman Shumpert can rap.
I ain't heard him yet. I ain't heard him.
Rap. He didn't put a couple verses on Tiana shit. I don't know if he got any work out, but he didn't put a couple. He didn't put a couple albums on Tiana shit.
I don't know. He's the best NBA.
No,
rapper
yeah, for sure.
baller.
He's the best.
I mean,
definitely.
there's a bunch of them. There's a bunch of them that rap.
Dame is definitely the best.
I'd say, but hey, Shaq's the most successful though.
Facts, big facts. But I think Dame.
I actually like Shaq.
I look at Dame the way we look at Nas, bro. Like Dame's so up for you to still be hungry enough to be able to actually rap and make niggas want to listen. And you like rap is your side hustle. You know what I'm saying? Like his 9 to 5 pay him $50 million a year, bro.
Yeah,
like,
I wouldn't even.
Why the fuck I need to get in the booth for? Like,
I wouldn't even. But then again, that probably helps him. He can kind of get in his own. He ain't got to worry about paying his bills or if some shit gonna sell. You know,
it'll do what it's gonna do.
Right.
It's a good and bad thing. It's a double-edged sword.
Right. And that's but you know, obviously it's a crazy equivalent because Nas is up. But I feel the same way about Nas. Like I know Nas put out another quality product. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. This is probably my least favorite of the 5 that he's put out, but this is still a quality product. You know what I'm saying? There's still some bangers on there. I was disappointed with the 50 shit, but it's still some heat on that fucking Nas album. But
I heard that 50 verse was trash.
It is. Like, but
like
50 the song itself is good. 50's verse is ass. Like you 50 ain't.
He ain't hungry no more. He
ain't gotta be. Yeah.
Stars got him up.
He ain't got to where Nas is. Because Nas is up, but he's still hungry. He found another spark in himself. That Quavo album was all right. I listened to that.
I didn't even know it came out.
That Quavo
Rocket Power. I heard the first
Rocket Power was all right. He got 2 songs on there with Takeoff. Rest in peace.
Facts.
Mario put a song out with Lil Wayne and Tyga. That was fire.
Who? Mario?
Tyga. Mario, the singer.
Yeah.
Mike Dimes. That was fire. Everybody else, I think we like those are the people that I've been listening to anyway. At least in my playlist. Don Tripp been fucking putting out fucking album.
He put out an album every month. That's all I've been listening to all weekend since I got my title back. All I've been listening to is Don Tripp and that Michael album. Fire.
Oh, yeah, Bobby just got his title back. Can we get an applause for that? Finally. Man.
What's good, Chris?
Poppin' Chris.
What up?
But
yeah, I mean, speaking of all this music and all this hip hop we've been talking about, y'all know, hip hop turned 50 years old this year. We ain't talking about that shit yet, yo.
Facts.
I mean, I figured this would be a good time to get our thoughts on it, like our memories to it, what we think the state of it is. And you know what I mean, since we're here talking about music anyway.
Facts. Well, go ahead and start us off, Bobby. How you feel about it?
I think we had this conversation before. What's our first memory of being exposed to hip hop? Like, I think no, the question was what was the song that made you know that hip hop was gonna be the one for you? But I think it's the same for me. Like when I heard Friends by Houdini. I think that was my first exposure to hip hop. Ooh, excuse me. And from there I just loved it, man. I mean, it just stuck with me. It was hot, it was fast paced, it was energetic, it was different from the the R&B and the rock and roll that you were used to back in that day. I mean, I'm showing my age, I'm old. I'm like 70.
It's cool. We still love you.
Y'all better. But I was like, I was like 5 or 6, and I heard that song come on, and I remember just stopping at the radio, just listening to the radio when I heard Friends, and I heard the rapping. I'm like, what is this? Like, yeah, but like I said, ever since then, it's just stuck with me. It took a hold of me. It took a hold of me, and it never let go. I had a brief stint of trying to rap.
Yeah, when we get over the player circle, niggas better come with bars.
Oh yeah,
yes.
Yep, yeah, because they be going in. Oh yeah. He can go off the top of the head.
Yes, I can.
Yeah, I can't. I've never had that talent, man. I can write, but I can give you a written, but I can't go off the top of the head to save my life.
I can spit Jadakiss' whole verse when he was in that studio. I'll tell you this much: hip hop is not dead. Change gonna come. Just like I can rap that shit word for word. Yeah, I can rap that shit word for word. What's the number one hip hop song you don't like? I mean, you loathe it.
Probably something from Future.
Future got bangers, bro.
Oh, I don't know.
You ever been in a party when March Madness come on?
No.
Oh, shit, man.
Or fuck up some commas, or fuck Future got some shit, bro.
That's a fact. Commas.
He ain't my favorite by far. I wouldn't say I'm a Future fan, but he got some shit. I mean, that's fine. You can make that face, Bobby. I understand.
Yeah, you can't front. I mean, party wise, I mean, it ain't headphone music, but it's party wise.
Hell no, it ain't even really car music. Future is party music. Party,
yeah, that's it. Party, yeah, vibe. I think it's car music. I think it's car music. Yeah. I'll give you mine that I'm officially over, and I heard it so many times this past weekend. Controversial stance, and this may get my black card revoked, but I'm kind of over the Dreams and Nightmares intro. Look, it's cool.
What?
I'm over it now. I'm over it now. It's like, goddamn, the niggas is playing it. I guess I gotta rap it, but it's like, damn, like, all right, it's cool. But hold on, wait a minute. It's all right, man. I'm okay. Like,
it's a great song. It really is a great song, but it's been overplayed. I don't hate it, but I definitely agree it's been overplayed.
It's like In the Club.
I'm in the club. I don't want to hear In the Club no more for the rest of my life.
I'm over it. Like,
I play that shit 3 times a year, 4 times a year, on my wife's birthday and each one of my kids' birthdays. Outside of that, I've never listened to In the Club, and I only listen to the first 10 seconds of it. Go, shawty, it's your birthday. We gonna party like it's your birthday, and then I turn that shit off.
I hated the I wouldn't say the song, but I wouldn't listen to him because of this. But I hated Hard Knock Life, Volume 2. I hated the song. And it wasn't even that I hated the song, it's that I hated the hook.
The sample.
To this day, I still hate that fucking hook. I hate that fucking hook. I hate it. Hate it. Like, for the longest time, I wouldn't listen to Jay-Z because I hated that hook so fucking much.
Wow.
Mine is a group of songs.
Damn.
That whole little area of like 2012 to 2015 where they was doing the dance rap shit, not the 2006 Snap era, like not the 2000 Snap era, but that Whip Nene,
okay.
that era.
Yeah,
that era of hip hop songs, I hate.
Oh, okay. Whip
I hate that.
Do you want to be? Do you want to
be? Yeah, all of that shit, that Rolex shit, like all that shit, I hate.
Chicken noodle soup.
Yeah, bro. No, well, yeah.
That was a snap.
That was way before. I know.
But I hate that. That's up there too. But yeah, like that whole era of that dancey hip hop shit, I hate. Like I don't listen to none of that shit. Like if my kids didn't like it so much when it was out, and just didn't like it so much when it was out, it would never get played in this house. But I'm always in control of the music, so when we all together, I gotta play that bullshit. But I hate all that shit. That Juju on the beat, that fucking what's the wheelchair one? The fucking or like the Dougie, I think is the only one that I actually fuck with. Teach Me How to Dougie, I think is the only one that I really fuck with.
But it was hot though.
They all was. Jerk was hot. Rolex was hot.
Oh,
yeah.
Nene was hot. Like all that shit was hot, but it kind of how you feel. Like it got over fucking played.
Teach me how to Dougie. Teach me how to Dougie.
Yeah, like bro, every time you go in a bar, especially like with those because I mean, let's keep it real. We old niggas now. So when you go in a bar, whatever. Not to mention both of you niggas older than me. When you go in those bars that's tailored to the younger crowd, all them niggas was teenagers when that shit came out. So that's they Snap era. Like for me, the Snap era is my teen years. So for them, that 2012 hip hop dancey shit, that's their Snap era. So that's they shit. Like they be going crazy when that shit come on. I just be standing there like, bro, I hate this shit. Like I never thought I would be a nigga that hated on hip hop. Like there's songs that you don't like here and there, but that era is terrible to me.
Yeah,
I get it.
I get it. Certain songs
era and whatever era Melly Mel is from, while he was trying to diss Eminem.
Hey, all I know is I'll move Melly Mel out the way if Swag Surfing comes on. I'm always getting that Swag Surfing.
That was Snap era though. That was Snap era.
I'll swag.
I'll be 80 years old. I'll be
facts.
80 years old. And hey, I did that shit
with my walker too. Just
I did that shit on the beach this weekend.
Facts.
Hey,
between that and college, you gonna do the swag surf for the rest of your life. College ain't never getting rid of the swag surf, and they ain't never getting rid of Wipe Me Down.
Oh Lord, no, we're gonna talk about Wipe Me Down. You talking about
they ain't never getting rid of that shit. What's your so I guess if that's your worst, what's your favorite era of hip hop?
Favorite era?
I can give you mine.
What's up?
There's so many. Yeah, go ahead, Bobby.
The punchline era, man. Punchline metaphor era with fucking Cassidy, Lloyd Banks, J.R. Ryder, Fabulous, all that era.
That 2000s era.
Like 2000 to like 05.
Yeah, right before Snap era took over.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was my favorite. That's my absolute favorite era. I mean, that kind of molded my taste in hip hop now. Like I still can't get away from that. I still look for that. I mean, I know I won't get that no more, but I still trying to look for the like more witty wordplay. Like I love that. It shows me that you excuse me, it shows me that you got away with words, and it ain't just rap, cap, snap, cat, back,
right.
shit like that. Like Fabulous. Fabulous was one of my favorites because I first heard Fabulous. I'm a late bloomer to him, I think, but I first heard him on the Backstage soundtrack on that song "Gotta Be Thug," and
okay.
Fabulous was the first person that I paid attention to. I think Biggie might have did it before him, but he didn't make a style out of it. But Fabulous was the first one I heard who would rhyme syllables instead of just the end of the word.
Right.
And on that "Gotta Be Thug," he did that in the first verse for like 12 bars in that verse, like around the whole end of the sentence. And then he did it again on the other two verses, and I fell in love with that shit. And that's what started. And then he put metaphors and similes in there too with that shit. And that's when I started falling in love with that era. Fabulous put me onto that era, and that's when I started falling in love with. That's my favorite, absolute favorite era of hip hop.
I'm gonna agree. The whole kind of like I hate to call it this, but I'm gonna say the Smack DVD era.
Okay.
You know, the battle era, you know, and it made me think of that song. You talking about, he was like, Fabulous strive to get it, even connive to get it, walking around covered in ice like I survived the blizzard. Yeah. If you was around for the Cassidy versus Freeway battle and the J Hood, like you said. I mean, the era of witty wordplay and just
Remy Ma versus Lady Luck.
Yeah, you know, battles. You know, it wasn't the beat, and it was cadences. And can you rap? You know, I'm always.
That's when you found out if niggas could really rap or not. That's why I have an affinity for battle rap for real.
Yeah,
like
Slaughterhouse,
even though we make jokes about it and shit sometimes, like battle rap, like I really like, especially when I'm paying attention. Like I get lost in that shit. Like the way that these niggas put words together to mean that, like when niggas be doing double and triple entendres on shit.
I love it.
That shit, if that shit blows my mind. Like watching a smack battle, that shit is like, it's like the ultimate form of hip hop for me.
I love the cleverness of it. Yeah. Like, how did you think to put that together? I mean, I love it. Just shows me like people's minds be working different, and they be like going in their gears on overtime. Like, I love it, man. That's why I always love the shit that made me think, the shit that made you like.
Yeah, I gotta rewind that and hear it again to make sure I ain't missing nothing. Like,
yeah, shit. I love that, man. I miss that era. It shows skill. You had to have skill to do that.
Yeah, and it's still like that. Like back in the Smack DVD era, like the way that the battles worked back then, it might not have been a beat, but the way that them niggas rap, it could the right producer could have put a beat to it. You know what I'm saying? They still rapped in like not really song structure, but they rapped with bars. Like it was bar after bar after bar. Like
it was still a time. Now it was timed.
Yeah. Like even now in 2023, like outside of the crowd reactions that's become a part of the culture and all that type of shit, like these niggas really still be saying some shit. Like, and I think that it kind of brings me back to like the birth of how they was rapping when hip hop first started. Like niggas was rapping over other people's beats. Like DJ would put a beat on and niggas would just freestyle. It's the same thing without the beat. Like I feel like that whole smack culture is probably the truest form of what hip hop was birthed as. Just without the beat. Like that's probably the truest form.
It really was, because you even got to look at how you got on. You had to get on a demo, or like what they used to do. Like I know the Rough Riders did this. They would like get the new signees, lock them in a room. Y'all got a battle for who album come out.
I thought it was like, I thought like to get signed, you had to battle against DMX.
Right.
Or
And while we're there, that's my favorite era of hip hop. That crew era. Where it was Rough Riders, it was No Limit Soldiers, it was Cash Money, it was G Unit, it was Rockefeller, it was Def Jam, it was, you know what I'm saying? That era of crews, that was my favorite era of hip hop. Because you got so much classic material just from that era.
D-Block.
Yeah, like you could go through indie shit. You gotta add Bad Boy in there too. So Def in there too.
Wu-Tang,
like it was so many crews, and then you still have at least 3 niggas from each crew that can outbar the best nigga from a different crew. Like DMX wouldn't shine away from Hove. Hove wouldn't shine away from a Meth or a Jizza or you know what I'm saying, a Raekwon or some shit like that. Like,
have you seen those battles between DMX and Jay-Z?
Yeah.
I don't know, man. DMX, bruh. He was getting Hove in some of them.
X was a problem for real.
He really was.
But he wasn't a rapper. Like I think that's another thing that people really forget about X is X wasn't a rapper.
But that's what's great about him. That's what made him so fucking great. He wasn't even trying to do this shit.
Well, yeah, but that's one, what made him so great. But 2, if he had the God-given talent that Hove had, he would be light years above Hove with the right direction and the right management and all that type of shit. If he had what Hove had, and he dedicated his pen the way Hove did, he would have been light years above Hove. Like DMX would be niggas number 1 because he was doing that shit, not going into the game like, bro, I don't really want to rap. Like, if there's a I don't know how old this interview is, but Swiss Beats was talking about when they recorded Rough Riders anthem, and he was like, we had to tell X, like, well, do it like a chant. The same way they showed it in like NW or the NWA biopic when they was talking to Easy. They was like, this is how we want you to say it.
Yeah.
Like, it was basically told him, like, that's how they had to do X when they did Rough Riders anthem. He was like, he wasn't a rapper. He was a street nigga. So when he came in here, he had a distinct voice. Like, he had a distinct look. Like, he had dabbled here and there, but he wasn't a rapper. So when we put that nigga in there, it's like, bro, you got to do it like this. This is like, because he was stop, drop, open up, shot, da 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 da. Like, that's how he was trying to do the shit, like a rap. He was like, nah, you got to do it like a chant. That's what's gonna make it pop. That's what's gonna make it go crazy. Da 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 da. And I'm like, that's fucking, like, for him to not naturally have that, and then you go on to fucking drop 2 classic albums in the same year. Like, that's fucking crazy, bro.
They both were number 1 albums in the same year.
There's nothing wrong. And let me add this point. There's nothing wrong with what he did. I mean, it's okay not to be like super lyrical. He reminds me of Pac in that way. To this day, you can disagree or you can agree. I don't think Jay-Z has anything that can touch the feeling that you get when you hear I'm slipping, I'm falling. I got to get up.
Okay.
Or Brenda's got a baby. X. Yeah, it's like the feeling that you get that X, like he put his life and his pain and experiences in his music. That's what made up for. Maybe he couldn't bar you to death. Maybe, okay, that's cool. That wasn't. But
you gonna feel my pain.
You gonna feel it. You know what I'm saying? It's that slipping. Like, I done seen some of the hardest dudes just cry, or when you start crying or praying. I mean,
X was different, man. He was just different.
That's how Pac was. Like, when you hear, just even though it's a diss song, when you hear "Hit 'Em Up," something ignites in you. When you hear, "That's why I fucked your bitch, you fat motherfucker." Like, when you start a verse, like, niggas just feel that.
Yeah,
like when
I think he wrote that down.
When you hear "Dear Mama," you feel that. When you hear "Brenda's Got a Baby," you feel that. When you hear "Me and My Girlfriend," like, you feel that shit. Like,
keep your head up.
Yeah, like, it's just certain niggas that's gonna be able to give you something and you just gonna be able to feel it. And Hove was never that nigga. He was never the feeling nigga. but I'm gonna bar you to death. Like,
Yeah.
nigga, you not go rap better than me.
And I don't even think Jay-Z started out as that. I think he was like more of a he was more motivation he was Jeezy before Jeezy. He was more like motivation for the dope dealers.
Yeah, thug motivation
for the dope dealers. Where he just happened to be able to rap and could say some slick shit. He can make some shit sound fly.
Yeah.
I think he over the years, I think he grew into the bar master that we know today. I mean, though he had bars back in the day, it just wasn't nowhere near as what he's been doing now. Huh?
It was dope bars. Like the same limits that they put on Pusha T. Like Pusha T been rapping about the same thing for 30 years. But it still sound good when he do it.
We're gonna still love it.
Yeah,
and it's
I'm
still,
still
you know
there.
what I'm saying? Like if
the Clip album come out, I'm going down to Florence Mall to go to FYE to get the CD.
You know what I'm saying? The only difference with Hove was Hove became bigger than life because Hove was doing commercial records. When Holla, what was that first
Can
song?
I Get a Hard Knock
Yeah.
Life was the first.
Can I Get It came out and Hard Knock Life came out. It was
Jigga
over,
Jigga
bro.
Woo.
Yeah, you couldn't just be the dope boy nigga no more, bro.
Money ain't a thing.
Yeah, money ain't a thing. That was a big one. Like motherfuckers don't really realize like the scope of what hip hop was, and we still talking about the 90s, bro. We ain't even get into the Little John era, the fucking, you know what I'm saying, the crunk music era where he had
This will take up the whole fucking pot.
That's what I'm saying. Like hip hop, hip hop is so fucking versatile.
Motherfucker want to act loco, hit him with numerous shots from the fofo.
Yeah, like you could go all the way from the Melly Males of the world, all the way over to the Ice T's and the NWAs and the E40s and the fucking Ice Cubes and then come all the way back down and go to the Outcasts and the Ludacris's and the Nellies and fucking then go over and then you got the Scarfaces and you got the fucking, you know what I'm saying, Ghetto Boy, UGK,
like,
yeah. It's so crazy that this country, as weird as it is, this country has established a genre that over 50 years, like when that shit started, we all know the stories. When that shit started, everybody thought it was a fad.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then
it gotta be like disco.
Yeah. And then like the 2000s came around. It was like, you know, we climbing. The 90s was the golden era of hip hop. You know what I'm saying? That's when motherfuckers started really making money. And then the 2000s came around, that shit exploded. And then snap music took it the fuck off. Like that snap music era took it to another level. And then within that snap era, you got Wayne on the craziest run in hip hop history. Nobody is ever going to touch Wayne's run. That 04 to 08 run, nobody's touching that.
Not even you can't fuck with that.
Like this nigga was 1 year, this nigga had like 106 features in 1 year, on top of still dropping fucking mixtapes and shit. And then to cap that off with dropping a Millie, which is another one of those songs like Dreams and Nightmares, another one of those songs like Hard Knock Life, where every time that comes on, the whole club is screaming that song.
Take my hip hop card if you want to, but a Millie never really hit me like it hit everybody else. It was just an okay song to me.
That's fine. I can accept that as your opinion, sir.
Brandon, want to
go? I'm not
on.
saying it's trash. I'm just saying it. I'm not saying it's trash or anything like that, but it was. I think it was overhyped. I think that song is overhyped. It's a good song, but it ain't
Carter
like.
3 was overhyped.
Huh?
The whole Carter 3 was overhyped. If you go back and listen to Carter 3 right now, it don't sound the same as it did when it came out. It did not age well. Carter 3 did not age well at all.
You had to be there for it.
Yeah. Still, I think that's like his one classic album.
2.
Yeah.
2 is his classic.
2 is his classic album. That Carter 2.
I ain't mad at nobody saying that because 2 was amazing too.
Yeah, but people say 3.
But
a lot of people say 3 because of commercially. That motherfucker sold 1 million in a week. Like that's the only reason a lot of people say 3 is because it did so well commercially. but it really only did well because niggas was waiting 15 fucking years for Carter 3.
Yeah,
like nigga, you went on a 3, 4, 5 year run of not dropping nothing but fucking
mixtapes
and fucking features, and then you finally dropped 3. Everybody ran out to get, and he had some heat on there, but he had heat for when it came out. It didn't let Carter 2 still hit this today. When you put on fucking Money on My Mind, that still hits today. When you put on Hustler Music, that still hits today.
That's what I was gonna say.
Hell, Go DJ still hits today.
That's the first Carter.
Still, I'm just saying.
Still.
That's one of them though.
I get what you're saying. Yeah.
Like that Carter 3, A Millie's the only, that and Mrs. Officer. A Millie and Mrs. Officer are the only 2 songs that hit off of that.
First off, I'm cool with
never hearing Mrs. Officer
ever again. I'm cool with never hearing
that. Don't hit nowhere. That's a cult classic. That's an album cut. Ain't nobody playing Let the Beat Build except for hip hop heads.
Oh nah.
That's a hip hop head song.
That's
like
that's
niggas that don't Lollipop go crazy. That's his biggest hit ever. That and the Millie. I forgot Lollipop was on there.
Same. I'm over that too. I'm over that. Rest in peace.
I'm definitely over Lollipop. The Drought still some of this hot.
The
Drought 3 was classic.
The Drought 3, the Drought 3 was the one, I think, to me, was the one that put Wayne just out of here.
Dedication 2.
Dedication 2. Yeah, I hear that. I hear that a lot. But
that was at the beginning.
To me,
that was at the beginning of his run, though.
Yeah,
Drought 2 was at the beginning of his run. Drought 3 was right in the middle of the run. This nigga dropped Dedication 2. Then he did feature 2006. Here go Drought 3. Feature. Here go Carter.
But the Drought 3 was the first one that I heard everybody playing.
No,
every song that went past, I heard the fucking Drought 3. A song off the Drought 3 was playing everywhere, no matter what hood you went to, down the way. A1, Evanston, Walnut Hills, fucking Kennedy Heights, Oakley. I heard shit in Oakley. Motherfuckers was bumping the Drought 3. That's why, to me, I heard Dedication 2, but not nowhere near as much as I heard the Drought 3. And that's when I thought, like, oh yeah, he's like just out of here. That's Drought all you heard. All you heard was Wayne. You ain't heard another artist.
Yeah.
Who else dropped that year? I don't know. All I heard was Wayne.
Hold on, let's see. That was what, 2006?
Mm-hmm.
Y'all go ahead, keep talking. I'm gonna look it up.
I think it was 07. It might have been 06, but yeah, don't quote me on that.
Probably late 06, early 07.
Yeah. Well, the summer is when I heard everything.
It dropped April 13th, 2007.
Hey.
All right.
Well, my birthday. That's what's up.
Hey. So I was right. 07. So yeah, the summer of 07 is when I heard everybody. You couldn't get away from Wayne, man. You couldn't get away from the Drought 3.
Right. So rap albums from 2007. Jay-Z, American Gangster.
Nothing too memorable, honestly. Not a lot of good stuff.
Kanye, Graduation.
Kanye,
Graduation.
But that's it. That's it. You got the T.I. versus T.I.P. You got
UGK. I love that album too.
UGK dropped that Underground Kings. That's when that International Player Anthems came out.
Right.
Okay.
Ghostface Killer, The Big Doe Rehab. I'm gonna go with more of the common names. That was it.
That's it, yeah.
Wu-Tang Clan, Talib, Little Brother, Tip, like he said, Alchemist. Didn't nobody drop in 2007, bro?
Yeah.
Young Bug.
Wayne, they couldn't get away from Wayne. Motherfuckers had to push their shit back.
No, Fab dropped from nothing to something.
That was his weakest album.
50 dropped Curtis.
Trash.
Crime Mob, Hated On Mostly.
Yeah, like I said, you got maybe 3 or 4.
Shit in 2007.
I remember that year. It wasn't really.
That shit was ass. Did nothing drop in 2007.
And that's why all you heard was fucking Wayne, the Drought 3. That's why all you heard was the Drought 3, because everything else was it was I think the most memorable album from that year was Graduation.
Yeah, facts. Or that Underground Kings just because of
that song. Just that song.
Or American Gangster.
D-Hot, that's the one. That No Ceilings went crazy too.
It did. That No Ceilings went crazy. And that was a freebie album for him. Like he kept saying, like, I got it for the world so I can share it. So why not share it? I got it for free. I'm gonna give it to y'all for free. Like gave out the mixtape and it had hot ass songs on there. Like I still remember I'm single.
Yeah,
and I
think honestly, I don't know how the fuck this turned into a Wayne conversation.
You turned it into a Wayne conversation.
I think some of Wayne's best music is mixed from mixtapes. Some of his most memorable songs are from his mixtapes.
No, nobody's debating that. That's fact.
No. Not everybody looks at it like that because a lot of these, especially
they ain't heard the mixtapes.
But the younger generation, you right. But a lot of the younger generation didn't know about that Piff. Rest in peace. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, rest in peace, that Piff, yo.
Like, but a lot of niggas didn't know about that, even though that was their era. Their era was downloading apps and going on websites and shit. That Piff been around for a while. They didn't know about that Piff. So when they was getting up on their Wayne shit, bro, like it's a 25-year-old that work at my job, bro. Like when I do my amp shit, she sit there and I be educating her on shit. You know what I'm saying? Music wise, whether I'm doing rap or R&B that day. And I play I'm Me from the League.
Ooh.
Nigga, she had never heard that song. She had never heard that song. I played Prostitute Flange. She had never heard Prostitute Flange. She had never heard what's that song he did on BET? Fuck. That shit. Fuck. I don't even remember the name of it, but whatever that was, like I played that for her. She didn't remember that shit. So I'm like, this younger generation don't look at Wayne the way we look at Wayne. Because gossip. That's what it was.
Okay.
Gossip. But they don't look at Wayne how we looked at Wayne because they wasn't there for the mixtapes. They wasn't there for the Drought 3 when it fucking hit the floor and everybody's listening to that shit. They wasn't here for No Ceilings when that came out and that shit hit the floor and everybody was listening to it. They wasn't here for the fucking the Gangsta Grill shit when they did fucking Dedication 2. Like
the Grit Seals.
They didn't hear that shit. All they know is Lollipop, Go DJ, a Millie, 6 foot, 7 foot, Mrs. Officer. Like they know normal shit. Homies, hey Miss Peyton, how you feeling?
Hey, Pootie was good.
Oh wow. What's going on?
Yeah. But no, that era of Cruz and then that Wayne era has got to be my two favorite eras. It's got to be. Because I outside of me listening to new shit, that's what I go back to. That's my most memorable music.
Yeah, well, that's what you go back to?
Yes.
What you go back to, E, if you go back?
I go back a little bit further to maybe the West Coast time. And I'm talking like about 94 to about 99-ish, when Death Row, some Too Short, shoot, even No Limit was like popping.
Oh yeah, that TRU True album was when they was on the West Coast, when they was in Richmond.
Yeah.
I think No Limit was better when they were in Richmond, bro. I ain't gonna perp to you. What you think? The West or the South was a better area of No Limit?
Better quality, definitely West Coast. More commercial. I mean, you had to go back home to New Orleans. I mean, a lot of people don't even know. Like I always say, listen to the Ice Cream Man and listen to Ghetto D. They only came out a year apart, but they sound totally different. Like
definitely,
you can tell the
Ghetto D is a wild name for a fucking album.
Well, it was ghetto dope, but
Dope.
I know. I'm just saying.
the FCC made them change the name and the cover because they had the little dope fiend smoking the pipe in the
Smoking.
album.
Yeah.
Yeah, the album been smoking shit. That was a dope ass cover though.
I'm hip.
That was
I'm
some
just
fire ass shit.
I'm hip to all that. I'm saying that Ghetto D was wild to land on.
I get you. Pause. Okay, I get it.
Yeah, you shouldn't have landed there, sir. Like you could have thought of a better name.
He wanted to name it Ghetto Dope though. We didn't have that pause era yet, so
facts.
it was alright.
There was still no homo back then.
It was drugs or dope. It was
It was 98. It wasn't even no homo yet.
Oh yeah,
there's you can. But yeah, that's what I go back to a lot. I mean, I was listening to that Mac and Fiend just a couple of maybe like 2 weeks ago before I left. It just
Mac and Fiend,
like you just
like individual albums.
Yeah.
Okay.
Like
which one better? E.
What you mean?
There's one in every family or Shell Shocked.
I'm gonna go with Shell Shocked.
Same for me.
But if you go on them second albums, I'm gonna say Street Life is better than World War III.
I gotta disagree with you, but go ahead. I ain't mad at you for it.
Okay, we'll talk about that later.
I'm screenshotting that. That's about to be my next. That's about to be what I'm about to start commenting under niggas' post. That face.
But
turn that shit into a gift. First NCT gift.
Take it.
Pause.
You did it, Brandon. I was gonna let it go.
I'm sorry.
Yeah, it's just a lot of that stuff. It gets you to go back. Like some of it don't feel the same. But if you was around then, you get
it'll take you back. It'll take you back to that year.
I always say it's a different feeling. Like, okay, you can listen to the music now, but back, like Bobby was just saying, when you had to get your ass up, drive to the store, or walk down there, spend your $20, open the CD, put it in the CD player, read the credits, listen to the shit, your little disc man. It's like it was special.
It made you value the music more.
Yeah,
it made you value the music more. Like this new generation don't value music. Like between Napster, BearShare, LimeWire, all that type of shit, they don't value music the way the generations before them did because they don't have to do nothing to get it. It's just there on their phone.
It's there in the phone, and then
they don't know about having to go to a fucking record store, 20 below degree weather and shit, having to stand in line and shit.
Because 2001, fucking Fab and Hove dropped the same fucking day.
Yep,
and it was fucking 9/11. Like that's
and I got those albums that day.
Right, like outside of the Kanye 50 drop, that was probably the biggest like drop in hip hop, where it was like this day will forever be remembered just because something happened in America. Like 50 and Kanye was something different, but that Hove and Fab drop on 9/11 is forever. Like that's forever a staple. People are going to remember that. Did you cop both albums? Which one was better?
Which one?
Fucking Blueprint, nigga. That's which one was better.
well, of course.
I mean, and it wasn't you know what I'm saying? It wasn't the same shit wasn't surrounding that was surrounding the 50 and Ye shit. But still, people remember going to the store and copping both of those on 9/11. You know what I'm saying? Like that's just a historical moment that people will forever remember if you a hip hop fan.
If you was around and you can't get that now. It's just a little too accessible. That's another thing I miss about music like that. I gotta save up money. I gotta, you reading a source, it's like, okay, it's coming out this date. And it'll be months down the line. Like, all right, you gotta wait. Ain't no
put it on your calendar and shit.
Right.
Yeah, like
I'm skipping school to go get this shit.
Thank you. You had to make a journey to go get it. You know what I'm saying?
Beha says that was the time before iPods and MP3 changed music because people paid money for digital music instead of going to a store.
Yeah.
They did, but even in against that, Beha, like even with that, people still wasn't paying for money. We had BearShare, we had LimeWire, we had fucking. It was a million music sharing sites.
Absolutely, Morpheus.
Like if you didn't want to pay for the shit, you didn't have to.
But you had to go through a little more.
You definitely had to run the risk of getting that Bill Clinton fucking.
Yeah, you had to do that. Everybody didn't even have high speed internet at the time.
Nah, niggas was still using fucking AOL.
Brandon said motherfuckers had to wait 3 business days just to get to George Bush speech.
God,
for
bro.
one song. Man,
you start downloading that shit before you leave the house. It don't be ready to the end of the week.
Yeah.
For one song, a 2-minute song.
Yeah. Even that, you had to go through some trouble. If you was even older, you remember dubbing tapes. Like, and the dub tape sound
putting the fucking toilet paper in the top of the fucking tapes.
I'm just old enough to where I used to record shit off the radio with tapes.
Oh, or that.
I'm right on the clip. I'm right on the clip for that.
It would sound horrible, but you know, you loved it. You really wanted to hear it. It was just a value for the music that you had to make a journey or a quest to get it. It wasn't it's right here. Any song I ever wanted is right here in your phone right now. It used to be like that. Like you had a love for it. Was like a lot more pure. That's what I miss about it. Like when I wanted that crisscross tape, I had to go all the way up to the mall. I had to beg my fucking broke ass mama to go get it for me.
Damn.
Like it is what it is. I had to beg her to go get it. I'm 7. I want it. Go up there and get it for me.
But how you gonna talk about my broke ass mama? But he's 7 years old. Ain't got no money.
Facts, Chris. Facts. Motherfuckers don't know. That's that Jizzy boy shit. Chris is an unofficial Jizzy boy.
Oh, these niggas.
They had hella porn on LimeWire.
Oh, Lord. Y'all computers had AIDS like a motherfucker.
Nah, facts. I definitely fucked up the family computer being on LimeWire.
Damn.
LimeWire, BearShare, and it was another one too. It wasn't Voodoo, but it was something like that.
It was Kazaa or
Kazaa. That's what it was. It was Kazaa. Kazaa gave my shit a bug, nigga. When you start the motherfucking computer up, nigga, before you touch anything, it'd be like 50 fucking ads just pop up on the screen. You ain't even have to touch nothing, nigga. The shit just pop up. I was like, yeah, I done fucked up the computer, but I ain't gonna tell them I did.
You can't. Right. What you gonna say?
Because the whole family use it, so anybody could have did this.
Right.
Oh, nah, that's the one too. FrostWire. FrostWire was
FrostWire.
I never used that.
FrostWire was actually like, especially in later years, like once they start figuring out the bugs, FrostWire was probably the most respectable one. Like FrostWire, like you didn't get the Bill Clinton speeches from the FrostWire. Like LimeWire, because all that shit, you run the risk downloading that song. FrostWire, especially like before the whole Napster bullshit, and then you know what I'm saying, we moving on to iTunes and all that shit. Like before all of that, FrostWire was probably the most reputable one, where it was like you getting what you downloading,
right?
Because I had an MP3 full of shit that was not what it's supposed to be.
Yeah, you're gonna get what you're gonna get.
Some supposed to be. Let me go forward a little bit. It's been 50 years. Where do y'all see hip hop going for the next 50 years?
I think
there has to be go ahead, Bobby.
I think now take my card if you want to, but I think Nas just put that album out a little bit too early, if you know what I mean.
Okay.
The title for that album.
Yeah.
Hip hop is dead.
Yeah.
It ain't dead yet, but I see it's like you just said, Brandon. Uzi had the first fucking #1 album of this year. It was fucking July.
Completely disregarded Michael.
What?
They completely disregarded Michael.
Oh yeah.
The masses did. Hip hop is I don't say we. The world does not look to hip hop for what it once did. So, you know, when it started, they was looking for a certain thing. When the 70s came, they was looking for something. When the 80s came, they was looking for something. When the 90s came, they was looking for something. You know what I'm saying? Whatever it was, they was giving it up. When the 2000 came and the Snap era came, I think that's what shot us to the stratosphere. But I think that was the first decline in
the end
and people giving a fuck about music. And I attribute a lot of that to the music industry. Everybody heard about the 360s, all like, you know what I'm saying? Especially now with social media, you hear your favorite rapper sing or well, we talking about hip hop, but you hear your favorite rapper go on the internet all the time. My record label is holding my album.
What it is, Meek Mill.
Let me do what I want. It ain't just Meek though.
It's not just him.
Part about it.
I know, but you hear Meek the most.
Yeah, like they do. But these niggas is out here starving. Like, and metaphorically, of course, but these niggas is out here starving. I want to put out music. And because my name ain't hot enough, or I don't post on social media enough, or I don't get along with my A&R or whatever, bro, it's music, bro. We want to hear this shit. Like, we've been on here for 105 episodes. Like, think about how many rumors we've talked about in that time with music. We still waiting on that fucking Drake and Benny song that we never gonna fucking see. You know what I'm saying? That we were supposed to get that we still ain't got. Like
Drake just hit us with the okey doke yesterday,
bro.
All the dogs are supposed to come out on Friday, but oops.
This nigga, you know he's still on tour, right? His next stop was today, bro. I was on TikTok at like maybe 2 or 3 o'clock. No, it had to be like more closer to like 4 or 5 after the game. I get home and I'm scrolling and shit. This motherfucker already in some city talking about, I never told y'all it was coming yesterday. I just told y'all it was coming soon.
That's what I thought. I didn't know he announced the date.
He didn't. He put up the fucking cover art that was supposedly done by his son. And then he said coming soon. But he said coming soon fucking 2 months ago. Like, I don't understand what niggas like what. I don't understand why y'all think
it was Billboard and all them other motherfucking websites that had motherfuckers thinking he was dropping last night.
Like
they had motherfuckers thinking that Drake told them that he was gonna drop last night. So
Chris says the best thing an artist can do is not be signed to a label, make your own label and push that music. Labels don't give a fuck about artists. That's 100% true, Chris. The problem with that is
not everybody can do that.
Not even that. The labels are the gatekeepers. Regardless of what you think, at some point you're going to need label intervention to get your music where you want it to go. Russ is an anomaly, but Russ has so many connections in the industry where they're going to clear his shit because Russ sells records. It took him fucking years to get that type of recognition, but he is an anomaly. Fucking the black dude, twisted dude, Tech Nine. He is an anomaly. His sales come from his merch for real. His music don't sell crazy, but he makes money because he is constantly on the road and constantly pushing new merch. These niggas cannot.
He got a whole fan base.
Yeah, and Chris, what the biggest problem is these new niggas is lazy. These new niggas, it's been proven that you don't need a label to get a #1 record. That part I will 100% agree with you with. You can make a song in your fucking basement, bro, in your mama basement, and you can make a fucking #1 record in the gutter, nigga. If you got a mic and a beat, you can make a #1 record. You don't need a label for that to go #1, 100%. But if these people, you need a label to become a J. You need a label. Yeah. He had Def Jam, which is universal. You need, like, Wayne had fucking Cash Money, which is universal. Like, you need some type of partnership or some type of label to push your music further than it's ever going to go with you doing it by yourself. If you do it by yourself, like these fucking these playlists and all this shit that this new generation is so wound up on, that's all label shit. All of the streaming services are in bed with the labels.
They got like a stake in them. So that tell you the game right there. There's no, you're not about to be an independent artist getting to #1 most likely. Like it's very unlikely. I mean, they got relationships with program directors. I mean, agents. I mean, they got it sold up. I mean, when they was doing CDs, I mean, they had a section just for Taylor Swift. You an independent artist, you ain't getting that shit. Like
At all.
I can't remember who said it. They said it takes like 200,000 just to get a song pushed
on the radio.
Just to get a song pushed on radio like that.
That's
like,
the radio. That ain't even to get it to number one. Just to get it on the radio, you need 250. And I think that was Russ that said that.
Crazy. That's crazy.
I think that was Russ that said that. You need 250 just to get it on the radio.
Who
in regular rotation.
Hey, let me interrupt y'all. Let me interrupt y'all for real quick for 1 second. Y'all see this Kiki shit? These pictures for her 30th birthday?
God damn.
Nah.
Look at the buns.
Hey, yo, Kiki. Shit is aight.
Shit is aight. God damn it.
Oh yeah, and another thing I need to interrupt y'all with. Rest in peace to Bob Barker. Fact. Bob Barker died today at 99 years old. And Brandon, I think I'm about to break your heart with this one. Oh. Arlene Sorkin, the voice of Harley Quinn.
Get the fuck out of here.
Too, man. Yeah, so
damn.
Yeah, rest in peace to Arlene Sorkin, voice of Harley Quinn for many years.
Bro, we cannot lose the whole Batman cast this year, bro.
Yeah, my bad. All right, but back to what I was saying.
I mean, you won't make a forever name, but you'll do a lot better than your situation now, and you'll have lyrical freedom. You can have that's
creative control.
But
creative control.
If you're, especially the way that the labels work, everything is about leverage. Just like if there's enough rappers out now that have podcasts talking about what they used to have to go through in these labels. The labels are going to tell you, go get hot. You can only get hot with money. You know what I'm saying? The problem with being an entertainer is you have to find some way to make money to fund your artistry, which means you need to go get a 9-to-5, or you selling dope, or you got other ways of making money. But the problem with the independent shit is everybody not built for it. It's the same thing we say about entrepreneurs. Everybody's not built to be an entrepreneur. Everybody might have an idea that an entrepreneur can run with. Everybody ain't built to be the last one paid. Everybody ain't built to have 200 employees and a manager and an agent and a lawyer and a finance person, and you got to pay all of them before you eat. That's what an independent does. An independent ain't nothing but an entrepreneur. It's the same thing. You got to pay everybody before you eat, which means that beat that you got from that, you know, that from fucking
Just Blaze,
Hitmaker or whatever.
Hit
Like,
Boy.
You got to pay that shit. You got to pay that shit up front, because nigga, you ain't got no leverage. I don't know you. You ain't got no name out here. You ain't signed to no label. I don't know you. I need my cash up front. It's the same shit.
Run out with the money.
If you're an entrepreneur and you got an idea and you go try to pitch it to fucking SC Johnson, nigga, you ain't got no leverage at SC Johnson, nigga. We don't know you. Why the fuck would we deal with this? Like, it's the same hurdles that you're gonna run across. I personally, and we make the joke on here all the time that we ain't gonna sell out or that we might sell out, but I would love to run this independently so we can maintain ownership. But at some point, we are going to have to sit down and make a decision if we're going to turn down money or not. Like, at some point, we're going to have to do that. And we don't, unless we go crazy, right? Then we have leverage, because when you have a core fan base, you might be able to move that fan base to another spot. Like, even though, like, niggas, you know what I'm saying? Like, we get on here and we joke about a bunch of shit. Joe Budden is like he's the pinnacle of that. This nigga had an audience, moved that entire audience to Spotify for 2 years, lost the Spotify deal, kept his audience, and then moved at least half of them niggas over to Patreon. And they paying him monthly to do that shit. Like this nigga has, you know what I'm saying? It's not too many people that's gonna be able to do that. And it's not a whole bunch of people that's gonna be able to stand in their shit and be like, nah, I'm not taking that. Because niggas that grew up with nothing and you put 10 million in their face, they taking that. You take a nigga from the streets and you give him $1 million advance and your first album done. All right, cool. We gonna put this single out and we gonna put your album out in 8 months. And here go $1 million up front. A nigga that grew up with nothing is taking that. He not passing that up to be an independent.
He blowing that.
You know what I'm saying? He's going to buy his mama a house. He going to buy a stupid chain. And he going to buy a stupid car. And he going to
you know they say like if they give you $1 million, they gotta recoup 10 times that.
Yeah,
so they're gonna want 10 million back. They want to make $1 million out of you if you're going to make $1 million. They give
you gonna be in the red. You gonna be in the red forever. You never gonna see another check.
But I think what a lot of people be forgetting is some niggas is workers. Some niggas is workers. Yeah. You gotta go be a worker, nigga.
Yeah, sometimes it ain't always about the work. Sometimes you just ain't it. Sorry, you
that too. Everybody ain't a boss. Everybody ain't a boss.
Nah.
That shit ain't easy.
It's not. So,
this shit is not fucking easy.
Enjoy that check. You better reinvest it into yourself.
But to answer your question and move the fuck on, because I'm not trying to be on here all night. Not again anyway. In the next 50 years, I think at some point hip hop has to take a dip. I think we're in that now. I think we're in the beginning of that right now.
I'm about to say wait, has to.
Yeah,
it's already been started, bro.
Yeah, I think we're in the mid. I think we're still at the beginning of that. Because we went through that wave of Kanye, Cole, Kendrick, Drake that was keeping hip hop afloat. Those was our 4 big names. The new generation does not have that. Like when Ye and Hove and all them niggas, like when they was running the game back then, when Drake came out, it was a problem. You know what I'm saying? When Nicki came out, it was a problem. There's like, nah, these niggas can actually spit. When Cole came out, Kendrick came out, blah, blah, like those niggas, we knew who was leading the next 10, 15 years of rap. We don't know who's leading the next 10, 15 years of rap right now. And that's where I think our decline starts as hip hop. Like hip hop starts from now. We don't have no new nigga that's going to take hip hop to the next 15 years. Uzi is probably the closest to it, and that nigga don't even stick to hip hop. So I can't even put him in that conversation. But ain't nobody scared of Uzi. Niggas was scared of Drake. Niggas was scared of Cole. Niggas was scared of Kendrick. Like,
no, they still are.
That's what I'm saying. But like when they came
I get you.
Yeah,
after that, who is it?
Niggas was scared.
What about Lil Baby? Motherfuckers ain't scared of Lil Baby.
He already not producing the shit that he like. This nigga been rapping the same way for 5, 6, 7 years. You got to switch something up, bro. That last album was mid. The album before that was mid.
Man, you ain't even, man, people forgot about it already. And another thing, he's had to, him and a couple of these dudes and had to cancel like tour dates because people aren't showing up.
I don't blame them though. That's the one thing. I don't blame them. I blame the niggas that put the tours together.
Yeah.
Because there's a tour, you hire a company or a tour director or whatever, and they supposed to know your audience, and they supposed to be.
And they look that up, and then they book your tour from that.
I don't put that on the artist because
nonetheless,
Lil Baby didn't book all his own shows. You know what I'm saying? He hired a nigga to book his shows, and it's your job as the booking agent, nigga. You're supposed to know my market. You need to get with my team, figure out what my market is, where I'm the hottest, where I'm going to sell tickets so that I can go do that for my tour. Like it's on both sides of it. Like he needs to talk to his team as well, but I don't never put that just on the artist because niggas ain't going outside the concerts, bro. Like niggas is charging arm and leg for these fucking concerts. How like y'all niggas think we about to keep spending $300 and $400 to go to the nosebleeds to come see you niggas? No.
I don't give a fuck. I'm still trying to go to Dreamfield Fest next year, bro.
If you don't get your ass on that Amazon stage and do one of them little concerts that they doing, like, fuck out of here, bro.
Nah, I'm paying the money for Dreamville.
I would too. Maxo Cream is one of the most underrated artists out. I fuck with Maxo Cream.
Oh.
But to finish my thought, I think this is the beginning of the decline in hip hop. I think when the music industry starts making people care about the music again, I think is when we'll start to, ascend again. Because we're in the era.
The question I had.
We're in the era now where they don't care about the music. Like all of y'all favorite rappers, all these young niggas that y'all love, the women too. I'm talking about Cardi, Meg, all them motherfuckers too. Lotto, like it. A lot of the motherfuckers that came out and be like, I mean, maybe not Lotto. I fuck with her. She been in since young. But anyway, a lot of these motherfuckers that came out and said, bro, I don't care. Yeah, I gotta like. This is a stepping stone, nigga. I'm doing this to get to this place. Rap isn't the way out anymore. Rap is a stepstone. 15, 20 years ago, if you made it as a rapper, you was damn near guaranteed that you wasn't gonna be broke for the rest of your life. There's one hit wonders all over the world. We understand that. But if you made it and secured some shit and was able to at least put a album out or something, even if you still old, it's like, okay, I'm in an industry where my name is going to be synonymous with X, Y, and Z for the rest of my life. So whatever you do from there to make your name bigger, that's cool. But that don't happen now. Niggas will come in, drop one song, and get the fuck out of rap. They don't care. They don't care about the institution of rap. They don't care about the business of rap. They don't care, like the hip hop 50, like that. They don't give a fuck of the significance of that. They came into a house that was already built. They didn't build it. None of these motherfuckers are taking us to the next level. They all doing the same shit.
What about Travis Scott?
I don't even put Travis Scott all the way in hip hop.
Yeah, me neither. I don't really rock with Travis Scott like that. I tried to listen to Utopia yesterday, and I was the same way with Astro World. Like, what the fuck is this?
It was all right.
Now, I ended up like, man, just give me the song with West Side Gun and the song with Drake. Let me see what the fuck that was about.
Yeah, it was all right, but it was. I mean,
no, it wasn't.
If it ain't your cup of tea, it ain't your cup of tea. Like,
it really ain't.
I haven't listened to it since my first listen through. You know what I'm saying? To me, that's an all right album. You got me to listen to the whole. If you can get me to listen to your whole album, it's an all right album to me. Whether I go back to it or not is another conversation. But if I can listen,
give me to listen to it twice, it's an all right album. Because I'll give you a chance to listen to it once.
I don't. I'm not listening to, like I've said it before. You got 1 to 2 songs, and if you don't catch me in those 1 or 2 songs, I'm not listening to the rest of your album.
Those first 2 songs on fucking Utopia, I'm like, what the fuck is this? It sound like some Burning Man out in the woods type shit, yo.
Yeah, that's his market. That's been his market. That shit.
Motherfuckers be trying to tell me that shit hot. No, it ain't.
I think the biggest misconception with Travis is that Travis isn't in it for the bars. Travis is a producer first. So every beat on there is crazy. Regardless of what he's saying on it, every beat is crazy.
Okay.
It might not be rap crazy, but it's a crazy beat.
Okay.
Now, he not gonna say the most prolific shit. He not gonna make you think about nothing that he's saying. He gonna mumble and harmonize and do some little weird shit with his voice that's gonna be like, oh, okay, that's cool, that's a vibe. But that's not like, you gotta. I've gotten to the point where I'm starting to realize you gotta accept niggas for what they is. Like,
I'm gonna say something and take my card away if you want to, but fucking listening to Astro World and Utopia, I'd rather give Future another chance, yo.
Wow, that's saying a lot. Because
coming from you, that's definitely saying a lot.
I'd rather give Future another chance. Like, I'm gonna go listen to fucking I'm sorry, Future. Like, I'm gonna listen to fucking I Never Liked You the whole way through.
That's what I'm saying. But it's just certain albums like that, bro, where like that's my rule of thumb. If you can't get me in your first 2 songs, I am not listening to your entire album, bro. And as soon as you got like 2 or 3 back to back that's ass to me, I'm not listening to your album. You got 2 songs.
Yeah, I listen to the first 3 and I just skip. Like, yeah, give me the songs I'm here for.
Listen, bro,
I really gave you a chance, Travis. I swear to God, I did. But
I almost didn't listen to that Dame because that first song was so shittily mastered.
I was listening to that Utopia. Like, bro, where's NBA YoungBoy at? Like, let me go ahead and get that shit another listen. Let me get out another chance.
I ain't even turning that shit on, bro. Or NLE Chopper.
Damn.
I ain't even turning that shit on, bro. Like, niggas, you gotta make more of an impression for me to even.
Okay, I'm gonna say it how Everett said. I don't get the appeal of Travis Scott.
Yeah,
I don't get the appeal.
Yeah, I mean, I do get the appeal. Them early shits, like them shits was fire. Okay,
well, let me put it another way.
I never listened to a whole Travis Scott album until Astroworld. I listened to all of Astroworld.
I forced my way through that.
But before that, I just listened to his hits. Like, that's all I gave a fuck about. So I don't see the appeal either, but I haven't been listening to Travis since Travis has been out.
Yo, Travis, if you was trying to do like EDM type shit for the clubs and shit like that.
Yeah, but a lot of niggas that like,
bro. A lot you was doing hip hop, then no, this wasn't it.
But a lot of niggas that know Travis' backstory know that he was heavily involved in what was that, Yeezus with Ye. In that Yeezus,
I never heard that album, and I heard that was one of his worst albums.
I hear a lot of niggas as well, not a lot. I like it. I know a lot of people that like that Yeezus album, but either way, a lot of people that I know that listen to Travis love Ye. I don't think that's a coincidence. He's been working with Ye for years. Like this ain't a new sound for Travis. This is what he been doing. He just get hits out of this shit every once in a while. He been doing this.
That sounded like a shot.
It did.
Hey, I will give Travis this. That Sicko Mode, that first beat. The first beat on Sicko Mode went crazy. And if he'd have kept that first beat with the whole song, it'd be one of my favorite songs, like, to this day.
Yeah, but Sicko Mode wouldn't have been Sicko Mode wouldn't have been Sicko Mode without the beat switches.
I heard that there were people asking for that too, like a version of the song with just that beat. I heard it was out there, like in somebody's hard drive or some shit like that. But
of course it is.
They ain't gonna never get it.
A whole bunch of shit. There's a whole bunch of shit on hard drive we never gonna ever hear.
I wish he'd have kept it like that, because like that first beat, like that shit was fire. That would be like one of my like top 5 favorite songs to this day.
The only thing
like, top 5 favorite songs, period.
The only thing I want out of hip hop now is a few different collab albums. I need Cole and Kendrick. Yeah, I need a Cole and Kendrick collab.
Y'all cheated me out of that.
I need a Wayne and Hove collab. I need a Nas and Hove collab. And then
you need a 2 Chainz verse.
Yeah.
You need a Jay-Z 2 Chainz verse.
Nah.
You need that.
Those are my 3. That's all I want out of hip hop before I die. Give me a Wayne and Hove album. Give me a Nas and Hove album, and give me Kendrick and Cole.
Yeah, well, hope you're ready to die an unhappy man. Yeah. You're getting that.
Good luck.
I'm just saying that's
happening.
It's not at all. But that's where I would love hip hop to be in the next 50 years. Obviously, that would make over 100, but like in the next like 5-10 years, like I need Hove to give me another 444 or another Black Album, either one of those, and or another Blueprint. Anything in those 3 veins.
You'll get another 444 before you get that. You're never going to get one of the other 2. He's not that person anymore. He's never going to go back to that. He said that on Blueprint 3. Niggas like my old shit. Buy my old albums.
I do.
You're never gonna get that
and
shit.
I will.
I
And
will.
Yeah, I will.
And
I will listen to it on Tidal.
Shit too. 444 is like that's in my top 4.
Jay ain't made an album since 2017, man. Like I don't think so.
And
It's been what, 6 years?
And 444 is still crazy.
Yeah,
That shit still go. That shit aged beautifully. The only one that Hove had that I don't think aged gracefully was that Magna Carta Holy Grail, and
I never liked that album.
American
I ain't gonna
Gangster.
lie.
I think those are the only two that didn't age gracefully.
Well, to be fair, American Gangster was kind of part of a soundtrack. It wasn't even a soundtrack, but it was inspired by the movie. You could tell by the sound of the music. It was supposed to be made for like the era the movie was set in. So I'll give him that one.
That's cool. It still didn't age gracefully to me.
No, I get that.
Yeah, but those are the only two. Like everything else, I feel like it's fire.
But that Magna Carta Holy Grail, I never did like that album.
Nah, that Blueprint 3 ain't aged like it used to.
Man, I was about to say the same thing.
Blueprint 3 don't sound like it used to.
Blueprint 3 will hold it ain't the best album, but it'll always hold a special place in my heart because it introduced me to J. Cole. Right. So
that's when Cole was that was Taper Cole.
Thought Hove wrote it. No, sir. The flow cold as the shoulders, a gold digger holes when the broken approaches. When I heard that bar, I'm like, I stopped what I was doing. I was at work like, yo, who the fuck is this?
Who is this little light-skinned bitch?
I knew right then, like, oh yeah, it's homies, fire. I was hooked off that line.
That Who That didn't do it for me.
Yeah, I had to go back and listen to Who That because I didn't hear that. I like it.
Song. I'm just saying it didn't do it for me. Like as far as like, I'm going to continue to listen to this nigga. Like, Who That didn't do it for me.
That one line, the flow cold as the shoulders, a gold digger holes when the approaches. That one line did it for me.
Yeah.
That was like the Fabulous moment for me. Like when Fabulous strive for digits, even connives to get it. Yeah, go ahead. Ever finish the song? I know you know it.
Yeah.
Nah, I'm not gonna do that.
All right. Well, sheesh. All right.
I walk around covered in ice like I survived the blizzard. Got enough chicks to bribe you with it. Give the guns, give me guns a club. Get my guns and knives admitted. I'm the type to get tried and quit it. And my vibes ain't with it. Foul.
Split it.
Are you done?
I got this on my side committed. Speaking of brains inside you fitted.
Speaking of splitting things, Halle Berry got to pay $8,000 to her ex-husband in child support.
Word drop, E. Give me a drop.
Medium
Normal Convos Pod.
Fantastic.
No word, just the sad music.
Just sad music.
That's it.
Yeah, that's all I got. That's all I got. I'm not diving deep. I don't really give a fuck. It is what it is. Women been getting over on men, taking money out their pockets for fucking centuries. So
women are pissed.
They big mad.
Payback's a bitch. I don't give a fuck. I don't care.
Imagine paying child support to two white men.
I'm fucking them.
Damn.
57 years old.
I'm having babies now.
7.
You ain't got to pay child support if you don't have a baby by that nigga. What you got, E? We can close this shit up and get the fuck out of here.
You want to save the Trump shit?
Nah, we can do it. That's what I'm saying. We can get straight into that and then we can close and get the fuck out of here.
Yo, unfortunate sad day. Our guy Donnie T is
Donnie T.
4 criminal indictments, 2 in New York and 2 in Georgia, for a total of 91 felony counts.
Bro, if he was black, that nigga would be under the jail by now, boy.
Yeah.
President
91
elect or
total
not,
count.
nigga, fuck out of here.
The first president with a mug shot. And his mug shot was fucking crazy. It's clearly I just can imagine what he was saying as he walked into that little jail and was out in 20 minutes later.
He already out?
Oh yeah, he was in and out 20 minutes. It's look, you can say what you want, but you can't deny that this is an attempt to try to thwart him from winning. Because the people are overwhelmingly on his side. The country has shown. I mean, this country is burning down. It's clear we don't fuck with that bitch ass Joe Biden or that fake ass black woman. Or that fake ass black lady that y'all got finessed by.
Y'all ain't heard from since.
That where's she at? She does nothing. You got Joe Biden falling off the bicycle every chance he get. Nobody's rocking with this dude. He's just a puppet. He don't think for himself. They just push papers in front of him and say, sign, bitch, and he signs it. He's just a puppet of the New World Order. He has nothing for you but socialist programs, victim shit, and a whole bunch of bitch ass shit. That's all he's got for you. The New World Order don't want that.
He out here falling asleep in interviews and shit.
Yeah, I mean, the problem is Trump fucked up the plan. I mean, Joe Biden is nothing more than an extension of the Obama administration, which is an extension of the Clinton administration. Now, you can say whatever with Hillary, but they all eventually got in bed together. And say, look, they don't want Trump to win, so it's just they got to get him the fuck up out of here. But all in all, he's not going to prison. He'll probably doing some house arrest or something. But this shit is flimsy.
He's not going to be convicted of these charges at all.
It's flimsy. It's just he's getting.
What about Rudy? They gonna get Rudy?
They want Biden back in there, but I don't think it's gonna happen.
Did you think Rudy going down?
I think all the niggas going down.
Rudy, Giuliani.
Oh yeah, he was one of the 18 co-defendants involved in it too. And
Trump went and turned himself in like Thursday down in Fulton County.
He was out in 20 minutes.
Of course he was.
Yeah, all them, they all protected. They'll be fine.
Yeah, for sure.
It's a dog and pony show.
Just go out, commit crimes, and just get away with the shit.
Right.
It's about what you can prove, not what you did.
Facts. We all learned that from training day.
Facts.
Yeah. And you got to question.
It's not what you know, is what you can prove.
Ooh.
They bring in these charges years later. Why now? I question the timing.
Rico Trump. That nigga gonna put out a First Day Out album in a minute, bro.
Facts.
That nigga done had 25 First Day Outs. They keep locking this nigga up, and he keep getting right the fuck back out.
I love it.
At this point, like I said, I might even vote for Trump at this point, yo. Because
listen, even with his bigoted, racist ways, that was 4 years of being up. Everything was looking up.
I wouldn't say all that, but
I mean financially.
Yeah, I know what you were saying.
There were jobs to be made. There were outside of the coronavirus that he fucked up.
China.
We're not gonna take a bunch of this. You know what I'm saying? We still know what Trump is, but that was 4 years where people didn't. The general public didn't feel like they weren't doing any worse. Like nobody felt like, oh, I can't find a job or da 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 da. Like there was none of that running around. He an asshole. He an idiot. He should have never been president. But for whatever reason,
in hindsight, was he an actually good president, Brandon?
If you take all of the encapsulated as a whole, no, because the person has to be added into that equation. But if you could separate all of the bullshit that he said from the shit that he did,
I'm talking about like all the policies and shit.
Oh no,
like, we took antics aside. Was he a good president in hindsight?
Yeah.
You think he was a good president and it just got blocked by all his antics?
Yep. I think that's 100% of what it was.
E, what about you?
Good is very subjective.
Okay.
Before I said that was part of the work Obama did.
In hindsight,
I don't think Obama did
better
too much
than what
shit.
we have now.
Me neither, Brandon. Thank you. But go ahead.
He did more than what Obama did, but
it's better than what we have now. I mean, at least the economy was booming. These interest rates wasn't up crazy, but
bro, I bought my house during the fucking Trump administration, and my interest rate is low as fuck.
Good job. You did right, because home ownership for most people is like it's like not even a reality at this point.
It might as well be a jail sentence.
Yeah, they got 40-year mortgages now.
Yeah, bro.
They got 40-year mortgages at 9, 10, 12%. Dog.
Damn.
I wouldn't even. Nah.
For what?
With that.
I'll rent for the rest of my life, my nigga.
Unless you like 19, 20 behind a house, it don't make sense to do it now. That's a death contract. You never paying it off.
I want to argue.
I mean,
so hold on, Bufaro. Let me answer you. The work that is done while that president is in office might not be seen for 4 years out, but if we keep it 100, the presidents don't do shit. Everything is due to Congress and the fucking House of Representatives. Like that, the president is a figure.
Just signs the shit. He just take what he want to sign.
Like it don't like. That's the one thing that I hate about people that like to argue for or against Trump. Oh my God, he did X. No, he didn't. The people that y'all voted into the fucking Congress did that. The people y'all voted into the fucking House of Representatives did that. The motherfuckers that y'all voted into y'all local governments that report to the motherfuckers in the federal governments, they did that. The president is not. He ain't nothing but a fall guy. Somebody to blame the shit on.
Man.
Puppet.
It's the same thing the coach is to a basketball team, to a football team. It's the same thing the principal is to a fucking school. It's the same thing your boss is to your job. Your boss don't know how to do your job.
It's a face to put in front of you.
About it.
It's really a facade, yo.
Yeah, he can tell you that you ain't doing it right, but he don't know how to do your job. My boss, the CEO of my company don't know how to do my job. Physically,
Facts.
He cannot do my job. But he can fire me if I fuck up.
Pretty much.
That's what the president is, bro. Like, I don't put too
he fucking around watching this podcast.
Like, I don't put too much stock into who the president is. What I put stock into is what happened during the years that person was the president. And the reason that stuff happened is because every 2 years we have a primary election where we go to our local governments and we pick our local government. All right, cool. Them motherfuckers go up to the House of Representatives and the Congress and push the paperwork that we all voted for. No on issue this, yes on issue that, blah, 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 blah. And then they get up there and then they do whatever the fuck they want to, because who gonna stop them? The president ain't gonna stop them. That nigga got veto power. That's it.
Yeah.
And even with a veto, motherfucker still got to vote on it. Like, that's my only thing. I like the whole Obama Trump thing. That was just satire. But all of the only president I feel like that really fucked us while they was in office is Bush and Clinton. From my lifetime. Bush and Clinton, I think, are our two worst presidents.
Who?
Bush and Clinton. Bush Jr. and Clinton. I think we're our two worst presidents.
I can see why Bush, but why Clinton? I think
mass
Clinton. Huh?
Mass incarceration. What bill was that?
Okay.
Was that
the 94 crime bill.
94 crime bill. Yeah.
Yeah. That's Joe Biden.
That's putting black men behind jail, behind walls. That's no.
I thought that was Biden. Oh no. Biden made the crack laws.
Biden signed that mass incarceration bill in 94 too. Go back and look. He signed that shit too.
Yeah. Yeah.
I think that whole shit started with Biden back in the 80s. Like the crack laws, why people getting like 20 years for selling crack.
Reaganomics are like Reaganomics are a real thing. Like I'm not dismissing that at all. I'm saying from my lifetime.
Oh, okay. That's the part I missed. My bad.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
Because I don't know what Bush Sr. did. I wasn't old enough to pay attention, but I know what the fuck was going on.
He started the war over in Iraq. He started Desert Storm.
Okay, so you got Desert Storm, then you got the 94 crime bill, and then you got fucking Katrina, 9/11, the war in Iraq, like the Bush
second war in Iraq.
Right. Bush Jr. did a bunch of bullshit, and then we get Obama, and then he don't really, for him to be the first black president,
he ain't do shit for black people.
Bro, that administration didn't do shit for black people as a whole.
But they did something for the gays, though. They did something.
Hold on. What'd you say?
I'm not gay no more. I am delivered.
I mean, but that facts is facts. You know what I mean? That ain't no shot at the LGBTQ community. That's a shot at Barack Obama. He didn't do shit for us. He gave the LGBTQ community their rights. Ain't do shit for us. What happened to that free community college, yo?
Yeah, right.
What happened to that?
ICDC?
Little
Romeo about that, bro.
Romeo's hottest song.
Well, first off, I don't know about y'all, but I wanted my degree in bout itology. I don't know about y'all.
He called that shit bout it university. I die laughing.
That shit is fucking crazy. ICDC college is funny as fuck.
Man.
No, for real, Bavaro, they all shitty. Like all presidents.
Yeah, you're right. They all puppet heads. They all figureheads. They all just a face to put in front of your face, man.
Last thing I'll say on this same topic, if it wasn't clear when I was, quietly ranting or quickly ranting, go vote for your local governments, because those are the people that really make the laws that affect you.
That's it.
People that are making federal laws affect
I'm about to say that
in the fucking country.
I'm about to say that I don't really take too much stock in the presidency, because that really doesn't affect my everyday life.
It's the shit that passes federally. Most of the shit that passes federally doesn't affect your everyday life.
Your everyday life, yeah. You gotta go local.
Your everyday life is your police captain, your fire captain, your mayor, your governor,
your issue.
You know what I'm saying? The shit where you be seeing the little signs, no on issue this, yes on issue this, vote for this person, vote for that's all.
Did y'all vote on issue one?
I ain't vote. I ain't even vote.
I did.
I'm preaching, I'm talking shit, but I didn't vote. I'm sorry.
I did. I voted no on issue one and it failed. Yay.
I don't even know what the fuck issue one was.
It was put on Ohio's constitution. They was trying to make it harder for shit to get passed in Ohio, in the Ohio constitution and shit.
We a flower
state. Basically, they try. It was kind of a backdoor way to bring that
abortion law.
Yep, bring that here. A backdoor way for that.
And we still got it. It's just up to a certain time. We still have the law that it's illegal, but it's only illegal up to a certain or after a certain amount of weeks.
Yeah.
Like
they was trying to get it to be illegal, period. Like
I don't understand why. And that's why I don't complain about politics. You know what I'm saying? Me saying all of this preachy shit, I don't vote because outside of what all you old niggas think, all you old black ladies that be yelling at me, all you old black niggas that be yelling at me all the time, your ancestors fought for you to get the right to vote. No, my ancestors fought for me to have the right to vote.
Right, yeah, the right to choose to vote. Right.
Whether I fucking vote or not.
And half the motherfuckers who be yelling at you, Brandon, don't know nothing about what the fucking issues are.
I swear to God, bro.
Man,
I swear to God, especially at that fucking
job. But my sister gets on me about that shit all the time about voting and shit. Can't tell me not nan fucking issue. Can't tell me why she voting. Can't tell me why.
Like that's the shit that bothers me.
Yeah.
If you're into politics if you are into politics and you're following the issues and you're following which issue does what and which candidate does what and what their history is, and I went back 50 years and this nigga did this, he's voted on this, and you can give me like a rundown of why you think I should vote for this person, I might take you a little bit more seriously. But most people just come and tell you need to vote. Okay, well, what's your opinion?
You need to vote Democrat. That's it.
Yeah, like, bro,
black people vote Democrat.
Like, really, like, Republicans' values really line up better with black people than the Democrats do. I don't know if niggas know that. I don't know if niggas know that the Republican Party is the reason that black people ain't slaves no more. The Republican Party is why
Abraham Lincoln was a Republican.
Like, the shit.
But that's a deeper story for another day. We'll get to that later.
Reason, but you know what I'm saying? It's whatever. But I'm just saying, historically, Republicans have been more for black people than fucking Democrats have. Historically.
But yeah, we got Joe Biden out here talking about some, if you don't vote for me, you ain't black.
SMH.
Yeah, let's get the fuck off of this because I'm gonna start going crazy because this one of
those we both could.
This one of them.
That's another conversation for another day as well.
Yeah,
this might be a conversation more toward election day.
Yeah, this one of them triggering conversations for me because motherfuckers just be spewing bullshit and expecting you to just go along with it because you're black.
And if you don't go with what they say, you living wrong and shit like that.
Yeah,
get on my goddamn nerves with that bullshit, man. Can't tell you why you need to vote, why you need to do what you do, but they can just tell you to do it, and you're supposed to just go with it.
Yeah, suck my dick, Miss Johnson. How about that?
And I ain't just talking about my sister neither. You know what I mean? It's quite a few people, like people older than me, who've been trying to tell me this shit. You know what I mean? These are people who don't realize how the world works and how anything's changed. Like,
because they grew up in a world where everything was absolute.
And they stuck in that.
Yeah.
They stuck in that.
When you're stripped of your rights at such a young age, you don't understand how to adapt to having rights and being able to speak up for yourself and be able to think for yourself and all that type of shit. Like a lot of the people that I've ran into that give me that type of shit were people that were born in like the 50s and early 60s, where we still had water fountains that motherfuckers can't go to, or they had to live through the crack era, or they had to live through the, oh, well, y'all can come sit here at this table, but we gonna all look at you shifty-eyed and still call you nigger and all this type of shit. Like, I understand why a lot of people feel the way that they feel about voting. What I don't understand is why y'all can't leave me the fuck out of it.
Man, look, Brandon,
you go vote, you not. Like, you go vote. The fuck you telling me for?
I bullshit you not, man. It even took me a while to get out of that line of thinking. I used to think like that too till I started seeing some shit. Matter of fact, Everett helped drive the point home. To be honest, with the see, you live in this should be world. When I mean, I live in how it is world.
Right.
And then it really got me to thinking like, yo, if you live in this should be world, you are blind to the things that's going on around you, and then you're gonna be fuck around. You're gonna fuck around and be stuck not knowing how to work your bank account because you're stuck in this old ass mindset and choose not to go forward and shit. I mean, I'm trying to tell my dad all the time, like yo, if I don't want to come off as holier than thou or wiser than you, but I see now, like if you don't at least see the new way of thinking nowadays, if you don't at least see what's going on, you're gonna get left behind and quick. Yeah. You're gonna fuck around and not know how to navigate
nowadays.
Huh?
Yeah,
it moves way too quick nowadays to still be stuck in an old ideology.
Now
let me make something very clear to everybody out there. Anybody that has any problem with anything I'm saying, I 100% guarantee you, if everybody in the fucking country of the US of A did not vote, shit would still get passed. People would still get elected. The world would keep fucking spinning if none of y'all voted ever again if everybody went on a strike from voting, they would still put somebody in that office. Because that's how the fucking country works. The seat can't be empty. Somebody's gonna fill it. Whether we vote for them or not, somebody's filling that seat. They don't give a fuck about us. I don't know why y'all think they do.
And now I'm to the point where I used to be very dismissive of younger people, You know how old people used to do us.
Yep.
You know what I mean? I used to be that way too. Now, I'm watching their moves. Now I'm seeing what they do. Hey, yo, teach me what's going on. Teach me what y'all doing. Because I ain't about to get left behind in fucking 10 years and I don't know how to work my accounts and shit. You know what I mean? Nah, you need to be in tune with what motherfuckers is doing.
I love talking to young people.
If you don't, you're going to get left behind.
I love talking to
your old ass way of thinking. And they ain't about to be me.
Because they're going to keep you, young people going to keep you on your toes. And they're going to tell you how shit is and what they arguing about. And this new generation of young kids ain't scared to voice their fucking opinions like we was, like our parents was, like our grandparents was. They grew up in a fucking, as much as people like to hate it, they're growing up in a country where everything is sensitive, which means if everything is sensitive, I can tell you how I feel about shit, whether you take it sensitively or not. Like, this fucking generation don't care. We got gripes, and we not about to sit back and just let y'all keep running this fucking country to shit. These motherfuckers are going to protest rallies. They showing up to fucking community town halls and all that type of shit at 18, 19. I seen a 14-year-old girl go in there and tear her local government apart like 2-3 weeks ago. Tore them apart about a park. About a park, bro. She's 14 years old. She not going to the park, but she 14 years old and she care about her community. She went in that town hall and tore them the fuck up at 14, bro. And you telling me that us at 35 and in fucking our 40s and 50s and shit and 60s that we can't get together and just go sit at a town hall and listen to what the fuck going on in our community? But you want me to go vote for a nigga that's at the top of the government that don't even know his fucking chief advisor's name? Suck my dick.
All right, and on that note, you can make millions or you can make excuses. You can't do both. Don't set yourself on fire to keep other people warm, and self-improvement is the key. And white front to back. And
whatever you do, do it to the best of your ability so they cannot deny you. No one wants what no one wants. When the black change, I reserve the right to change my mind. And as always, every conversation that's normal is not a normal conversation.
And suck my dick. Oh shit, my hairline is goofy as fuck.
Before I'm talking about, I'm voting for some new pussy.
Damn.
I'm voting for the snake pussy.
Did you say neck pussy?
The same.
Oh.
4 more years. 4 more years. 4 more years. Oh my god. We did not, never mind. We ain't do shit. We ain't get no, we actually did hit everything except we hit everything.
We ain't do our segments. Neither one of us.
Yeah, none of us did our segments.
Nobody did. Bullshit. No simp of the week. We ain't did that shit in a week.
I was just about to get into Brandon's bullshit when you transitioned us into Hip Hop 50, and it was such a natural transition. I just didn't stop it.
Yeah, my bad. I mean, I forgot. By that time, I forgot that we didn't do your bullshit, but yeah, I mean, it just seemed perfect.
Yeah, that's exactly how that's supposed to be transitioned, so I didn't stop it. But yeah, once we got done with that conversation, right before you stopped talking, I had Brandon's bullshit queued up. I was ready to push the button, and then you
my bad, yo.
About it.
No,
like, all right, fuck it. No segments. Fuck it.
Hey, so I remember I said last 2 weeks ago that I will be starting my Twitch channel tomorrow, but I don't think I'm going to be able to do it because I can't get the video and the sound to sync up yet. So I'm having technical difficulties right now. So I'm hoping to have it done within the next week or so, but I will keep everybody updated. This is still happening. I'm just gonna have to find some people to guide me into where I need to go to get the sound and the video. Because if I get the video, it does that. You remember how solitaire was when the game was over and the cards would go out and it leaves those trails? Well, every time I try to do the video, it leaves a whole trail on the damn tablet. And if I do it on the Xbox, I can't get the video or the sound won't be messed up. I can't get it right yet. So, and I don't know what I'm doing wrong. So I'm still trying to figure that out. I've been very busy with taking care of my mom and this, that, and the third. I'm not making excuses. I just haven't been able to do it yet. I can't figure it out yet, but I am trying, and I will keep y'all updated. Everett, I promise you, this is gonna happen.
All right, I made it a point to ask. Yeah, I was gonna ask.
Any announcements from you, E?
Still working.
Okay. I got one. Actually, I got two. One of them I had mentioned a while back, and I was listening back to old episodes this week and realized that I never actually made the announcement.
Damn.
I partnered with through Brews Tees. I partnered with my first sports team, Mason football.
So that came through?
Yeah, they came
through. What are you talking about?
Yeah.
I told you it was coming, my guy. Hey. I told you quit stressing over it. I told you had it.
I was going through it, bro.
I told you had it.
I was going through it. But
all this talk you was going through with it and all that. I told you then, like, you know you got in the bag. Quit stressing. You good.
God, I was calling you and Mufaro like every day. Yeah,
Man.
I heard this nigga. I don't know if niggas is doing this, and I don't know. Like, but yeah, it's up on my site now. If anybody is curious about what they shit look like, or if anybody else would like to, partner with me in the future on, an exclusive line for your business or your company or whatever.
And
you can kind of see what I'm doing. But yeah, that was an announcement that was supposed to be made a while ago. And my other one is new. I will not give you the full details. But a member of a podcast reached out to me and said that him and his compatriots would like for me to sponsor their podcast through Brews Tees as well. So we're in very early talks. There's nothing set in stone, but the conversations are happening. So within the next few weeks, I'm hoping to be able to actually come on here and, give y'all a little bit more information, who the podcast is, when, the first episode of them promoting my shit will be coming out, all that type of shit. But yeah, Brews Tees is rocking, bro. And I'm humbled. I'm humbled and I'm happy because this is the first thing that I've started by myself without nobody's help. You know what I'm saying? Like outside of, us already having merch through NCP, outside of, information gathering and all that type of shit, this is the first thing that I launch by myself, that I run by myself. Every phone call, every text message, every order is done by my hands. So this is the first time that I've done that it's working. So I'm proud of myself. I'm humbled. I'm happy.
I'm proud of you.
And I hope this, one thing into the many things is things that I'll be able to announce on here, along with Bobby shit, along with Everett shit. You know what I'm saying? We really look at each other as family on here. So
facts.
When one of us doing good, all of us doing good. So that's kind of where we at with it. But yeah, we getting out of here for our Saturday people. We appreciate y'all, everybody that came through and commented. Chris, Demontre, happy birthday, April again.
Shout out to Pootie,
Mufaro,
Pootie, right? Annie, B Hot. That was it today. We was kind of light today.
Yeah, last week we was lit.
Yeah, we was rocking, boy. We got into some mental health shit. Niggas couldn't wait for us to talk about They was rocking last week.
Everett, you gonna have to take another vacation or something, yo.
Okay.
Or talk about some serious shit with us. Is one or the other.
I can talk about serious stuff, but I mean, it was a bunch of, this is what you did. I don't really like to play the pause game.
I don't. I said that to y'all before, though.
Or, Bobby, what's your take? I'd ask Everett, but he don't have no kids. How do you not let your son, even though he sees you as your hero, how do you not let him down? And I'm like, I can talk about that.
I said that in the beginning of that, though. I said, oh, no, I actually would like to get his, because I thought about some shit. And I was like, I actually would like to get Everett's take on this, but that specifically, yeah. All the other shit was. Yeah.
I kept you straight.
It was like Brandon said. So how do we not attach our validation to women?
I said that.
Yeah. I hate to bring up the last episode, but I was like, did Brandon say get female friends? I was like, what? Huh?
Yeah, and
nobody's gonna tell you nobody is gonna tell you your shortcomings quicker than a woman will.
But it's more to beat you down. I feel like that's more to beat you down than to lift you up.
Not if she's your friend. I'm not talking about a girl that you're fucking. I'm not talking about a girl that you're interested in. I'm talking about a platonic friend. A platonic female friend is not telling you that to tear you down.
I don't think it matters. I think they will too.
I think they can.
I've seen it happen.
But I think that they can. That doesn't mean that they will. Like the type of friends that I'm talking about is not the fair weather. Like you, my friend, but we really only known each other 5-6 years. I'm talking about a motherfucker you've been through shit with. We all got friends that we just been through shit with, male and female, where it's like, nah, I value your opinion over other motherfuckers. Those are the type of female friends I'm talking about. I'm not talking about the bitch up the street that's cute and she just won't let you fuck, so y'all got to be friends.
Yeah, I mean, I get that, but I feel like the opposite. I feel like you need more masculine energy around you. I don't think that you can get your self-worth away from being tied to women by using women to tether that. It just don't work. I don't think it works that way.
That's what I was thinking. That's what I'm thinking. I'm like, on one hand, if I want to catch fish, I'm not going to ask the fish. I'm going to ask the fisherman. And also, I think a big part of it is having the mission, a purpose that you're going toward in life. I mean, it can't just be all about pussy. I know how strong the male urge and desire is. Believe me, I've been through puberty just like y'all. It's just your dick hard. It's puberty. Just you want to fuck. You want to fuck. You want a girl. You need a girl that's yours, all yours. I get it. But if you keep going down that road, you're going to use it for everything. And you'll find that it's like you don't have your shit together, but you worried about some pussy. Like, that's the worst thing you can do. You can't find it in a woman. It's got to come to you. You have to be complete first before you can. I mean, women supposed to come to you. You're not supposed to chase the boat. The boat comes to the island, not the other way around. That's all I was saying. But I thought it was a great conversation.
And on top of that, I feel like it's like, damn, I forgot my train of thought that quick. My bad. Go ahead, Brandon.
I also don't think that you shouldn't have male friends in this, you know what I'm saying, in that scenario. Like, my thing wasn't fuck niggas, only bitches. You know what I'm saying?
I remember what I'm about to say. It's like the analogy. If you want to learn something, if you want to get better at something, you go around to people who know that and have them teach you. You don't go to somebody less experienced and try to learn from them. It don't work that way. They can't teach you what they don't know. So that's how I equated the like going to women to get you away from your self-value being tied to women. You can't do that with them because they don't have that experience. They don't know how to make a man self-value untethered from women. You can't. They don't know how to do that. If anything, they gonna drive the point home even more.
It's different, Brandon. I like what you said when you made the point of women. Their lives are born like you didn't say that they had an easier life, but that it's different from the male experiences. They're not going to experience rejection as much as us. Like, it's different. Like, I like that point. Like, I heard something. It's women are born at the top of the mountain. Men are born in the valleys around it, below.
Yeah.
Women get judged by how far they fall from the top, and men get judged about how high they ascend to the top of the mountain. Like, it's just different. Like,
women just are, men have to become.
Yeah.
There you go.
But like, and we can close this before we have another 3.5 hour podcast.
Oh yeah, doing that.
But
I couldn't believe y'all niggas. We're not doing that.
I'm about to tell you to take the banner down again.
Nah, facts. I almost did. What was I about to say? Oh, so to reinforce my point, my original point about going to women, right? With your mountain metaphor, right? If a nigga gets to the top of that mountain, right? And then the woman is at the top watching everything that man did to get to the top of that mountain, she's going to be able to relay what he did to get to the top of that mountain. Now, a man can tell you what he had to do or what he had to muster or what, you know what I'm saying? Like the in and outs, the specifics. Yeah, you need to go to a man because a man is going to be able to tell you the man experience. But if a woman is watching you climb that mountain, you go, oh, well, you know, he fell down at, you know, the second peak and he had to get up and do this. And then he had to get up and do this, or he had to go through this or this or this or this or this. Like, that was my point in saying when the self-worth shit is a self-worth thing. I don't think anybody can help you with self-worth. I don't think a man can help you with self-worth. I don't think a woman can help you with self-worth. That was just for the sake of the pod. You know what I'm saying? I knew we both couldn't say the same thing. But my actual stance is nobody can help you develop your self-worth, whether it's tethered to a woman or not. Whatever your self-worth is like self-esteem.
Self-esteem.
It's called self-esteem. It's you. Like, that's a very prominent bar in a comedy skit. But it's called self-esteem. It's self-worth. It's your worth of yourself. Nobody can help you feel better about yourself. Nobody can make you feel that you are enough for you, but you. Like, that's
you gotta get out of here.
Yeah.
Go ahead. Yeah. Go ahead. Go off. Go ahead so we can get up out of here.
Go ahead and get up off. But hey, I was proud of y'all. Y'all did a really good show. Congratulations to y'all.
That's cool. Appreciate you.
Hey, thank you very much. Thank you very much.
We can have an intellectual conversation next week. But yeah, we getting the fuck out of here. Saturday, people. We appreciate y'all. Do something this week to make your life a little bit easier. It does not have to come of monetary gain. Just do something this week to make your life just a little bit better. For our Wednesday people, we appreciate y'all. Thank y'all for listening. It's Wednesday. It's hump day. Hump something if you motherfucking can. And for me, for the open shirt daddy, for the graphic shirt God, we out of this motherfucker. We love y'all. NCP for life.
NCP versus everybody, including Player Circle Bible Study, and It's a Hard Knock Life. And
it's on site, all you niggas. What? NCP, nigga. Oh shit, I forgot about that. That was the announcement I was trying to get to.
Yeah, NCP versus everybody, goddamn.
I was trying to fish for E.
Hey, can we get an air horn for that? Jesus Christ!
I don't have a horn.
Medium shirt.
I ain't got no goddamn soundboard. Yeah, y'all be dropping the ball on these soundboards sometimes.
Yeah, that was the announcement that I was fishing for earlier, Everett. When I said, "Do you got anything? You got anything to announce, E?" That was the one I was fishing for.
He missed the layup.
Yeah,
Look at that. Y'all see that? It match.
Nah,
it match the logos down here.
I definitely need to get that shit.
Hey, and that's what Mufar was talking about a couple weeks ago. He gonna get attacked.
Facts. But yeah, we out of here. We appreciate y'all.
All right.
I'll
holler.
Peace.
Shout out to my kings and queens out there. Keep striving to be excellent. Keep doing what y'all do. Y'all already excellent.
All conversations that's normal are not normal conversations.
Normal.